Hi, it's Dr. Pavanka. I just wanted to give you a quick reminder that with the holiday season and Thanksgiving this week, we need to be really careful of what your pets could potentially get into. So the top of the list, the first thing I think about is bones. We don't want your dogs and cats to get into them or eat them because they can break teeth, because if you think about it, teeth are basically a bone that you can see. And with that, anything that's equal density or greater density to the teeth can break the teeth. So we don't want any fractured teeth. You don't want to go to the dentist or have a dental appointment for your pet. The other thing we worry about is when they break off just enough to get stuck in their intestines, because then you're looking at intestinal surgery, and that is not fun either. So no bones, no fatty foods, because a lot of times we'll get pancreatitis. Black Friday is kind of the joke day for seeing lots of pancreatitis cases, because they'll get that fatty turkey or whatever on Thanksgiving and they'll come in with vomiting and diarrhea. So do make sure that no new fatty foods. Don't switch any diets really quickly. If you forget the food that they normally have, please try to get something that is the same, just so we don't have any fast food changes either. And then also be very cognizant of anything that they shouldn't eat that's a toy. I have to say, one of my own, Christmas Eve, when she was a kitten, she ate part of her cat tree. And I was diving over the kitchen island trying to get to her, and of course we were out of town, so I didn't know where the closest ER was, but she ate a piece about this long and this thick off of the cat tree that was supposed to be like a flowy thing to play with. So do make sure that they can't eat anything like that. Tinsel's a big one too. If you're putting the Christmas tree up, make sure there's no ornaments that they can break or eat. I've definitely also brought that same cat in for broken glass that she got in her foot when we were at an Airbnb, and she was playing around, I think, with some of the Christmas decor there. So make sure that there's nothing like tinsel, anything like that, especially linear foreign bodies. And cats can be hard because if you picture a drawstring, it pulls everything close as far as the intestines, and at some point it'll cut through it. And that is not an easy thing to repair. So make sure that there's nothing that they can eat that's non-food items too, as well as anything that could cause a toxicity. With toxicities, if you do think your dog or your cat might have eaten something like that, you should call Pet Poison Control, and I will go ahead and put that number somewhere on the, I think, subject for the video. So if you look at the video, I should have a link there. But that would be very important, because they have the people who can look into everything as far as the toxic dose, and they can have the treatment for us ready to go, because during holiday season especially, sometimes it can delay treatment if we're trying to figure out every little thing for your pet when you could have already down. I know, but you're not allowed up there. Sorry. Every little thing for your pet's dosing and what needs to be done, because there are so many different toxic things out there and we can't know all of them. So do call Pet Poison Control. Sometimes too, you can avoid the ER if you call them. They might tell you you don't need to go in. They might also lean towards the side of being safe and going in, just to make sure that they aren't gonna steer you wrong. Do let me know if you have any questions, but I think this is one of my shorter videos if I stop it right here.